Hello viewers. Welcome to the legendary muscles. Vince Gironda and Larry Scott were two legendary figures in the world of bodybuilding during the mid-20th century. Vince Gironda, often referred to as the Iron Guru, was a renowned bodybuilding trainer and coach, known for his unorthodox and innovative training methods. Larry Scott, on the other hand, was the first ever Mr. Olympia, winning the title in 1965 and 1966. Scott's success can be attributed, in part, to the unique training techniques and guidance he received from Vince Gironda. Vince Gironda, the Iron Guru. Before delving into the details of how Gironda trained Larry Scott, it's important to understand Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding. He was a controversial figure in the bodybuilding community, known for his unconventional and often polarizing training philosophies. Gironda's methods were rooted in the belief that bodybuilding was both an art and a science, and he sought to develop a physique that combined aesthetics and functionality. Here are some key aspects of Gironda's training philosophy. 1. Emphasis on isolation exercises. Gironda believed in the effectiveness of isolation exercises to target specific muscle groups. He emphasized strict form, controlled movements, and focused muscle contractions to maximize muscle development. This approach deviated from the traditional compound exercises that were more popular during his time. 2. High repetitions. Gironda often prescribed high repetition sets, advocating for rep ranges as high as 15 to 20 per set. While many bodybuilders of his era focused on lower rep, higher weight training for strength, Gironda's high repetition approach aimed to improve muscle endurance and create a more defined and sculpted look. 3. Supersets and giant sets. Vince Gironda was a proponent of supersetting and giant setting exercises. Supersets involve performing 2 exercises back-to-back with minimal rest, while giant sets incorporate 3 or more exercises in rapid succession. This technique increased the intensity of the workout and stimulated muscle growth. 4. Specialized exercises. Gironda was known for inventing and promoting unique exercises designed to isolate specific muscle groups. Some of his creations, like the preacher curl for biceps and the neck press for shoulders, have become iconic in the world of bodybuilding. These exercises were integrated into Larry Scott's training routines. 5. Diet and nutrition. Vince Gironda recognized the significance of dietary choices in achieving the desired physique. He often recommended a high-protein, low-carbohydrate diet to promote muscle growth and reduce body fat. His dietary guidance was a crucial part of his athletes' training programs. Now that we have a solid understanding of Vince Gironda's training philosophy, let's explore how he applied these principles to train Larry Scott, who would go on to become the first Mr. Olympia. Larry Scott, born on October 12, 1938, in Blackfoot, Idaho, was a bodybuilder who made a significant impact on the sport during his career. He was the inaugural winner of the Mr. Olympia competition in 1965 and successfully defended his title in 1966. Larry Scott's impressive physique was characterized by his well-developed biceps, broad shoulders, and a V-shaped torso. This iconic bodybuilding figure was developed under the guidance of Vince Gironda. Early years and training under Gironda. Larry Scott began his bodybuilding journey in the late 1950s and quickly gained recognition for his potential in the sport. His collaboration with Vince Gironda began during this early phase of his career. Gironda's unorthodox training methods were a departure from the conventional approaches, and this uniqueness appealed to Scott. Under his guidance, Larry was able to build a physique that made him a bodybuilding legend. You might be surprised to know that Larry's arms were his weakest body parts. But his dedication to training them enabled them to balloon up to 20 inches when he used to hit a bicep pose. Under the guidance of Vince Gironda, Larry got exposed to a variety of exercises. Some of those exercises might be called unconventional in the current times, but their effectiveness has always been unquestionable. Gironda's influence on Scott's training was profound. He introduced Scott to a training regimen that focused on muscle isolation and sculpting. Some key elements of their training program included: 1. Concentration curls. Concentration curls are a biceps isolation exercise that was a staple in Larry Scott's training. Gironda believed that this exercise was ideal for developing peaked biceps. Scott performed concentration curls with strict form and high repetitions to target the biceps effectively. 2. Preacher curls. The preacher curl was another of Gironda's inventions, specifically designed to isolate the biceps. This exercise placed the arm in a fixed position, ensuring that the biceps were the primary muscle worked during the movement. Performing the preacher bench curls gave Larry one of the best biceps in the history of bodybuilding. They were round, full, peaked, and three-dimensional. Larry used to perform the preacher bench curls so religiously that it was soon called the Scott curls. 3. Cable lateral raises. For shoulder development, Gironda incorporated cable lateral raises into Scott's routine. This exercise targeted the lateral deltoids, contributing to Scott's trademark broad shoulders. 4. Specialized chest and triceps exercises. Gironda also devised specialized exercises for Scott's chest and triceps development. The neck press was used for shoulder and upper chest development, while triceps were worked through exercises like the body drag curl. Larry Scott's training program was characterized by high repetition sets, strict form, and a focus on isolating specific muscle groups. The intensity of the workouts was augmented by the use of supersets and giant sets, a Gironda trademark. Diet and nutrition. Vince Gironda's dietary guidance was a crucial aspect of Larry Scott's training program. Gironda recommended a high-protein, low-carbohydrate diet to promote muscle growth and reduce body fat. Scott followed this dietary approach to support his training and achieve the lean, sculpted physique he desired. Larry was never into lifting super heavy weights. Instead, he usually chose to go with moderate weights. This in turn enabled him to give his muscles a skin-splitting pump. Even to build his mountainous biceps, he never curled more than 175 pounds. Being quite passionate about the sport of bodybuilding, Larry used to hit the gym 6 days a week. Each of his training sessions extended for about 2 hours, totaling up to 12 hours of workout per week. Now let's have a look at the exercises that Larry performed for each of his muscle groups. Chest. Wide grip barbell bench press, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Incline dumbbell press, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Parallel bar dips, with elbows flared out, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Incline dumbbell flies, 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Decline dumbbell flies, 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Push-ups, 3 sets of as many reps as possible. Back. Wide grip chin-ups, 5 sets of 10 reps or as many reps as possible. Hanging scapular rotation from the bar, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Straddled single arm lat pull-downs, 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Close grip seated cable rows, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Cross-bench dumbbell pullovers, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Shoulders. Standing barbell overhead press, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Dumbbell Scott press, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Barbell front raises, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Lateral raises, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rear delt raises, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Arms. Barbell or dumbbell Scott curls, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Single arm bicep curls, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Barbell overhead triceps extensions, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Single arm triceps extensions, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Reverse barbell curls, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Legs. Narrow stance barbell squats, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Hack squats, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Barbell stiff leg deadlifts, 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Leg extensions, 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Standing calf raises, 5 sets of 15 to 20 rep. Abdominals. Sit-ups, 3 set of 15 reps. Bent knees raises, 3 set of 15 reps. Leg raises, 3 set of 15 reps. Larry used to keep his rest periods between the sets as little as possible. This approach enabled him to train his muscles to their fullest potential, which put them into growth mode. Weight progression. Larry had advised that a beginner lifter should choose a weight that can let him perform 10 to 12 reps with proper form. Once he is able to do so, he must consider adding weight that makes it pretty challenging for him to perform the last reps. Increasing the weight by just 5 pounds in each workout will subject the muscles to progressive resistance, which will facilitate both strength and size gains. Workout volume. Larry advised the beginner lifters to perform no more than 3 sets per exercise. As they get stronger over time, they must consider performing 4 to 5 sets on each exercise. Larry Scott's diet plan. Larry was an ectomorph. His body had a natural tendency to stay skinny. Thus, to put on impressive muscle mass on his frame, he had to eat a lot of quality foods. He said once that muscle gaining was something that didn't come naturally to him. Nevertheless, he went on to become the very first Mr. Olympia. In order to gain lean muscle mass, Larry followed a high-protein, low-carb, and high-fat diet plan. It enabled him to pack on muscle size on his frame without making him appear fat and bulky. Larry's daily protein intake came from eggs, cheese, meat, cottage cheese, and beef. He ate almost little to no carbs. However, he included some vegetables in his diet plan. Simple carbs like sugar and flour had no place in Larry Scott's diet plan. Talking about fruits and other high-carb foods, even they were consumed by him quite rarely. Larry consumed 6 to 7 meals in a day. Let's find out what all food items were there in Larry Scott's meal plan. Meal 1. Milk. 6 eggs. Bacon. Meal 2. Protein shake, made with heavy cream, protein powder, and whole milk. Meal 3. 1 cup cottage cheese. Vegetables. 8 ounces steak. Meal 4. 6 egg omelette. Cheese. Toast. Meal 5. Protein shake, made with heavy cream, protein powder, and whole milk. Meal 6. Any meat with cheese. Larry Scott's diet chart also had plenty of supplements. They were suggested to him by his nutritionist Rio Blair, who happened to be a former bodybuilder and owner of a supplement company. Larry Scott's supplements. Apart from eating nutritious whole food items, Larry also included certain supplements in his nutrition plan. Talking about their importance, he said, "You do need to eat good quality foods 3 times per day. But you can't get it all with just regular food. That is where supplements come in." Larry Scott's supplement stack included the following: protein powder, amino acids, desiccated liver tablets, digestive enzymes and HCl tablets, B-complex. The use of protein powder and amino acids kept his body in an anabolic state. Both of them work significantly well in promoting muscle recovery and growth. The Training and Nutrition of Larry Scott by Vince Gironda provides a fascinating glimpse into the world of bodybuilding. Vince Gironda's unorthodox training methods challenged the conventional wisdom of the time, and his influence on Scott's physique helped him achieve his historic victory as the first Mr. Olympia. While detailed records of their training relationship may be limited, the legacy of both Vince Gironda and Larry Scott endures in the world of bodybuilding. If you find this video helpful, give it a like. Kindly share the video and subscribe to this channel for more interesting content in the future. Stay hydrated and stay motivated. We will be back to you soon. Be legendary.